So I'll just like start afresh from everything. So this is, I call it my AMD strategy. I told you guys what is AMD? What is my
Accumulation, manipulation, distribution.
Yeah, so it's my AMD strategy, which is the accumulation, manipulation, and distribution. I just derived the strategy from this whole concept, but I have other confluence while trading the strategy. I have other like relation or other attachment with technical analysis or with the charts while trading the strategy. It's not just fully AMD that we all know. It has a unique approach to it. So they have, in this strategy, we have different type of scenario or play out. But at least what you should look out for is the area you should look out for is basically your range, the ranging area. Like I said, for instance, now let's say markets, maybe let's say news or something, or you just see like a unique candle drop down impulsively. After this whole drop, let's say maybe news, but most times it's mostly news. Most times just market just tend to like drop like insanely. It's not only drop too. It's still like, but let's use this one as an example. Let's say market drop like this insanely. Immediately market will start like trying to gather moment to start like trying to like range, call it ranging, or people call it accumulating, trying to like accumulate. So it will start accumulating at a particular zone, start accumulating. So what you should look out for now, once you see something like this, once you see, first you should look out for now is the first drop. Look out for the first drop, this drop. Once you get this drop, and now you get to this accumulating zone, this accumulation zone that is accumulating here. The next point of view now is where you enter your trade from. I told you what's for you to look out for when you want to enter your trade.
Yeah. So, what an idea.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Like
I
I
was,
said, support and resistance.
yeah, like I said, let me just recap everything.
Okay.
Like I was saying now, for this particular strategy, right? I like derived it from AMD, my knowledge on AMD, which is accumulation, manipulation, and distribution. And the normal AMD we all know is accumulation, like this. When market is ranging, call it accumulating, forming support and
Yes.
resistance, forming support and resistance. And then the market automatically like gives a manipulation. Once you give that manipulation, you will not get a distribution. This is AMD. This is the
Mhm.
accumulation here. This is the accumulation. The green is the accumulation. The red is your manipulation. And the blue color is your distribution. So accumulation, manipulation, and distribution. And in this concept, the accumulation is just forming support and resistance. And if you knew or if you have the idea of liquidity, you know that support and resistance are also called equal highs and equal low liquidity. So eventually there is liquidity gathered at the highs and at the low. The market always takes out liquidity. So what this manipulation aspect now, what it does is to take out first one of the liquidity. It's not necessarily like to take out the equal low liquidity, which is support. To take out either you can take out the resistance liquidity or you can take out the support liquidity. But one thing to know at this accumulation phase, liquidity are gathering here. So one immediately you take out one aspect of liquidity, that is this manipulation.
Network
Can
was
you hear me?
disturbing. Yes. But it was not playing for some time.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
So like I was saying, this is accumulation. The green is accumulation.
Yes.
Let me just write it. Green is accumulation, which is A. No need to write. The green aspect is the accumulation. The red aspect is the manipulation, while the blue aspect is the distribution.
Distribution.
So now from this whole concept, I'm not trying to explain AMD again for you. The accumulation phase deals with equal highs and equal low. You know what equal highs and equal low is. It must not necessarily be equal highs and equal low, but at least in a way, it should have equal highs, equal low. Yeah, the highs should at least be equal in a way. You get, and it should also have equal lows, which means that the lows should be equal in a way, which means the lows should be equal in a way. So what this thing is forming, this equal highs, equal low, is a type of liquidity. Which is also support and resistance. You know what support is, and you know what resistance is. So
Yes.
after you've gotten this whole equal highs and equal low, you should immediately get your manipulation. What I mean by manipulation, market is either taking out one of the sides, either it takes out the support or it takes out the resistance. But once market take out the support, forming that manipulation, most people now why they call it manipulation because maybe just take out one zone, people think that it actually want to like sell. People start like selling, they'll start putting their sell here, put their stop loss here, and they'll start aiming maybe 1:3 or 1:to whatever. But now it is manipulation. It will give you small profits, but to later smash your SL. But once I know manipulation, whatever it takes out is the manipulation phase. And immediately it takes out the manipulation phase, the distribution, you see an impulsive move to the opposite direction. This is the concept of AMD. The accumulation, which is forming support and resistance, forming equal highs and equal lows. Then the manipulation, one of the equal, whether equal low or equal high is taken out. And then the distribution. And in the two scenarios, the two liquidities are taken out. The first liquidity is taken out in the manipulation zone, which is the support. The support was taken out in the manipulation zone. And then the resistance here, the equal highs there was taken out during the distribution zone. So whichever way, liquidity will always be taken out. So that is where AMD derives from. But now I want to tell you guys something. From this AMD concept, I derived a strategy called my AMD strategy. This AMD too can be a strategy, yeah. If you get something like this concept, you get your manipulation, then you should know that okay, market can distribute. And you can put your buy here. Tip you can be any amount. Your stop loss will be slightly under the manipulation candle, whichever way. But there is still different scenario to it. I told you now, one of the scenario is this. Let's say now market distributes, or you just see an impulsive move to the downside, yeah. And immediately you give that impulsive move to the downside, it starts accumulating, start accumulating, it start ranging, start ranging. Most times it does something like it start ranging. So once you see something like this, your first point of call now should be either support or resistance. Which one is it respecting more? You now use a line, a straight line now to check. You draw your support line, a straight line on your support. You draw it. And check. You do not respect it perfectly. You just draw your support, then you draw your resistance. This is where the resistance started from. You just draw a straight line from previous high candle. If you know what resistance is. So now if you observe now, which of them is it supporting more? Which is supporting this equal lows, which is the support, is respecting the support more than is respecting the resistance. You see, this one, a candle toward the resistance here. It toward the resistance. Why the support? It was just respecting the support, respecting the support. So this thing is steering the resistance and giving you a concept that okay, market has a tendency of going up because it's not respecting resistance. It has broken resistance. It's not respecting it. So now, even though you see something, it makes you just see something like another confirmation. Market takes out the resistance again and come back to this zone. My brother, enter the trade from here. Anywhere you see, just enter back inside the accumulation zone. Take your trade. Your stop loss should be slightly under the support that is respecting more, and your TP should be where it came back from, where it came back to. Just aim. And you see, most of the time, markets likely respect it. No strategy is 100%, but I'm telling you, this strategy have actually works like most times I can count. You see, markets will tap on your entry and to go back to where it came from. But what for you not to enter blindly, you need to know the direction. And for you to know the direction, is for you to know which of them is it supporting more. Is it supporting resistance more, or is it supporting support more? Let's say now, for instance, there's another case scenario. Let's say you see something like this. Market just sells, boom, and then it start respecting resistance more. It's taking out support, it's respecting resistance. Let's say you see something like this. You draw your support and resistance to know the direction it wants to go. Where is it tending to? You draw your support. You see your resistance, you draw a straight line. You draw a straight line for your support. So fortune, which one is it respecting more and which one is it disobeying more? Is it respecting resistance
It's,
more? Is it respecting support more? Which one is it respecting more?
it's respecting the resistance,
Yeah,
but
you
it's
see,
not
it's not,
respecting the support.
yeah, exactly, you got it. It's respecting the resistance more and it's neglecting support. Automatically it's showing you that this thing it does have a tendency of going up. It has a tendency of going down. So what you likely see now is meeting market just come back to this zone, find your sell, just enter a sell anywhere in this zone, and you put your stop loss slightly above the high. What I mean by slightly above the high, because AMD can actually form here. Market can just come and take out, give a manipulation, no manipulation, you give a manipulation, take out the support, and then give you that
Okay.
distribution. Give you a manipulation, take out the support, then give you that distribution to the downside.
Okay.
Most time you be confused. Where will you put your tip in this kind of trade? Just measure where it came from, measure that height it came from, measure it. Once you measure it from here to here, you can carry the rectangle and measure it. Once you have measured it, just carry that same length to your entry. And then that should be your tip. Market will likely give back that same length it started from. One market, why I say you should put your stop loss above, you should not put it tight stop loss. Put it like give a space. Because market can come and give manipulation. And then the next point of call will be the distribution to your direction. Or what to give you that confluence is for you to know which one is it respecting more. Is it respecting resistance more or is it respecting support more? So once market just give you that, okay, it's respecting resistance more and it's disobeying support more, like price is taking out support, you know that it is going down. But if it's respecting support more and it's taking out resistance severally, you have a tendency that is going back up. This is the confluence. So you should know which one is respecting more and which one is not respecting more. This is type one. This is what it sells. This is what it buys. And there's another scenario now you can see something like this. You can see something like this. Let's say buy continuation. You see market just buy with impulse and start ranging. But once it start ranging, most times it will respect the support more and be taking out resistance. So in this case scenario, once you see something like this, you just still mark out which one is it respecting more. Mark out which one is it respecting more. Which one is it disobeying more? You see, okay, now it is
It's,
respecting. You see, okay, now it is respecting support more than
yeah.
resistance. So you have a tendency of what you just do now, you measure the length where it came from. That length, you just measure it, and then enter your buy in this zone, put your stop loss under the support, maybe give a space, and then just carry that length. That same length it started from. Markets will likely want to give back that length. Just carry that length. That length will be your TP. That length will be your TP. That is it. So the whole confluence for you to know the direction is just for you to know which one is it respecting more while it is ranging. Is it respecting the support more or is it respecting the resistance more? If it's respecting the support more, that means it's likely to buy. Like the max support is actually likely to take it up to buy. If it's respecting the resistance more, that means it's likely to sell. That's just the whole conflict. Let me show you a chart example. If I can see a chart example, I will show you. Let me show you guys a chart. Let me show you a chart. Okay, this is a let me see. This is a chart. This is a very good chart example. Let me see. Okay, can be a short example. This area now can be a short example. If you watch, what market did was it's bought. You just see a serious buy candle that just happen. Boom. Once he bought, he started. This was where this was supposed to be the resistance. It was not respecting. Let me just take out this. You see, it bought with this same momentum. And now you start looking at where is it? Is it respecting resistance more? Is it respecting support more? This is your support. You see that market did not even take out support totally, which is sorry, did not take out resistance totally, which means that it is respecting resistance. Market did not like take out this high. And now what about your support? If you look at your support, this is your support line. Let's say from this, let me go to the lower time. Let me go to 30 minutes so you see it more. Okay, now see your support. This is your support here. So let's say your support start from here. Go to 15 minutes. So you see what I'm talking about there. Sorry. That's right. Okay. You see what I'm talking about now. This is your support. This is your resistance area. Had it been like market did something like this and start busting resistance, okay, it did not respect the resistance. But now market did not even near this resistance zone. From this whole place, you can say, okay, this your support can be around here. Normally there is like a candle here. And so your support now can be here. Market should at least be respecting this zone from this candlestick here. Market should at least be respecting it. Like what I mean by it should respect something like it. Should be going here, be respecting it. But no, market bust this low, this candle low here, came down, and it was giving you like it was trying to go down. Initially, it did not even like destroy the resistance at all. But for the support, it already like bust the support from here, went down, went up. Like it's just showing you momentum that to go up. And now, so what happened after this whole thing? I told you, if market just get back to this zone, just enter your sales anywhere in this zone. Enter your sales anywhere in this zone. Stop loss should be in the place that is respected more, slightly above it. And your TP, just measure where it came from. Measure where it came from. Measure the length. It should just be your TP from your entry. And you see automatically that's what you did. Look after all the gibberish and everything. Still smash TP back to the same length. Because now, if you notice, which one do you respect more? This is the resistance. Market did not even like, sorry, this is the resistance here. Market did not even near the resistance. But for the support, market have been testing the support severally. But the resistance, market did not even like near it to even test it. So you show that it was respecting resistance more than support. Market just went to that direction. That would give you the moment to go to that direction. Another example now is, let me show you another example, be a clearer one. You know what I'm saying? All these, go to 1 hour. Go to 1 hour. Okay. Let's see. Okay, this is another example. There's another example here. Let me go to 30 minutes. There's another example here. It's not really perfect, but yeah, it's not really perfect, but it's still a good example. It's the 1 hour back, 30 minutes. Okay, so from the concept, what happened there was that this is the zone I'm interested in. This is what happened here. This is what happened here. markets, it's a market bought intensively, right, to this zone. And then it created this, went up, went, went up, went up. In a way, if you look at it very well, it was respecting support. Sorry, it was respecting resistance more. This is where the resistance line is. This is the resistance line. This is the resistance line. And now this is the support. This was the support here. This was the support. This was the support. So after this impulsive move, it started ranging, right? After it started ranging, this is resistance to support. Which one did you respect more? If you notice, it was respecting resistance more, which means it did not take out resistance line. To get to this resistance zone, it will drop. Get to resistance zone, it will drop. But for the support, look at the support very well. Look at the support very well. You see, it took out support severally. Let me clean the text. Look at the support very well. It took out the support severally. You see, this was the support. Took it out, took it out. So it was not expecting support, which gave it the confluence or it gave you the it gave you the direction that it wants to go. Give it that it wants to go down. I told you, it makes you just like you see the one that it is not expecting, if it not expecting support or resistance. It makes you just break out from either support or resistance and get back to the zone. Enter your trade. That place it broke out from. Enter your trade. And this now is in a sell because it was respecting resistance. Put your stop loss above the resistance and then aim for where it started from. Just don't for your TP should be where it started from. Just mark out that same line length. Put it in your entry and stretch your TP to that place. Stretch your TP to that place. And you saw how it's played out. You see TP smash. TP smashed because it was respecting. This is the resistance. It did not take out resistance. It took out support. As we just take out support, as you just get back to this accumulation, this green place now. This blue place I'm marking out is the accumulation zone. As you just took out support and came back to this accumulation zone, just enter your trade anywhere. It's not maybe other block or anything. Enter it anywhere. Make it just enter it anywhere. Then put your stop loss above the resistance that it was respecting. And then your TP should just be measure the length it started from. Boom. See market just smash. This is 1:5. If you risk $100 here, you're making $500 from the street. If you risk $50 here, you're making $250 from the street. That's as simple as that. You guys understand? You guys understand? Yeah, I talk to myself since. I'm not hearing you guys. What thing? You guys understand?
Yes, you understand. Yes, I understand. Um,
Okay. Okay. Thank you for acknowledging. Fortune, do you understand? Fortune network is bad. Fortune, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Where did you follow and stop?
Okay. Um,
Huh?
the resistance side.
But do you understand this
You're
explanation?
asking a question. Yes.
This is exactly what I was talking about. Once you get that impulsive move and it start ranging, just find out which one do you respect more. Is it resistance or is it support? If you're respecting resistance more, that means it has a tendency of going down. If it's not respecting support, that means it has a tendency of going down. But had it been something like this happen, let's say something like this happen. So this market now, it came from up here. Maybe it came like this. It broke resistance, respected support, broke resistance. Automatically, what you should be expecting now from this trade? Okay, since it was respecting resistance more, like what I mean by respecting resistance, it did not take out resistance. Sorry, support. They always mistake. It did not take out support more, but the resistance it already took it out, and it took out resistance. A series of candles. What you should just look out for now is immediately just enter back into the accumulation zone. Immediately just come back to the accumulation zone or more. Just enter your trade. Buy. You're buying now. What is making you buy? Because it is not respecting resistance. I mean, it has a tendency of going up. I think it was it's not respecting resistance. That means it has a tendency of going up. And it is respecting support. That means it has a tendency of supporting it to go up. So you should just enter your trade anywhere that is anywhere you see it inside the accumulation zone. Your stop loss should be slightly under the place it's respecting, either support or resistance. For this case now, is support.
Yes.
You're respecting support more. Stop loss should be slightly under it. Your TP now should be where it started from. Just measure the length it started from. This length it started from. Carry it to this place. Just carry it. That is your TP.
Understand.
So you likely want to create that length again. I think this was what happened in this case. After this move, it was taking out resistance more. Markets will likely want to go back to that level. But now it was taking out support more. That's why it sold same to that same level. That is
Mm.
just the whole secret of the strategy. Many people don't know the strategy. You see all this thing and you just I'm not gonna lie, I've not really been looking up for the strategy because of time and everything. And most times it works on lower time frame setup. People that are like fully day traders, things like be on the screen, they can be eating this strategy. Back then when I was in school, most times where I just did chat. Now this strategy I dey chop almost every day because I go just dey look am, I dey feel see am on lower time frames, you go see am. After a full drop, you go start to dey see the range. You go just see am, catch your 1:3, catch your 1:5, up your money, come on, claim out. Nobody go know. So that is just how the strategy works.
Mm.
That's how the strategy
I've
works.
grabbed it.
That's how the strategy works. So you just have to find where it's that ranging, that ranging. So that look like another good example. So at least just to brush it off. Okay, this is another example. Generally, let me use this. This is where it came down from. It came down from here. After it came down from here, it started ranging. This is the ranging. Started ranging. So now in this case scenario, it did something. This is the support. This is support. This is support. And this is the resistance. You need to observe. Now you say, okay, this one now it took out the support already. That support is not holding. No, you need to take out support at least 2 times, and it's not supposed to be just weak. This is what they call weak. I hope you know what a weak is. Let's say this is the candle body. Say this is the candle body. Those line, those line you see in the candle body, they are called wicks. Wick, call it WICK. Wicks. WICK, wicks. My network is bad. WICK wicks generally. But what you need to understand now is if it took out the support or resistance with just a week, then it's not really bad. What I mean by weeks now, see this candle, this line that you see in the candle,
Yes.
called weeks. All these things are weeks. All these top parts, all these things they're called weeks. Why the candlestick body is the main green line, but this straight line now is the week. Just like when you see normal candlestick you buy in the markets, that rope, that candlestick rope,
Mm.
does the same scenario they brought here. You get so it just shows where the candle went to before retracing, all this kind of thing. So you see the support, it took it out with a week, but the resistance, it took it out with a body, took it again with a body candle. So you're showing that it actually is respecting support more than resistance. And that's why you see that market, after it took it out, it came back to this accumulation zone. When it came back to this accumulation zone, if your stop loss above the support, and you see that it went that same thing came back to that, just same thing. It came back to that zone. If you measure it, you see that it's actually hits TP. Just measure it. You see. Why? Because it's respected support more than this resistance. This is resistance. It took out resistance with not even only two times, it took out resistance with a body of candle. This is the body it took it out. And also this green body took it out. So you can say it violated resistance more and it violated support. Do you understand?
Yes.
So that just goes senior. And this is another form too. It's sold, it's retracing. Once if okay, observe that it respected support more. See, market was far from support more than it was far from resistance. Resistance if you don't bust and bust all the whole, bust everything. And when it just came back to this zone, you enter your trade, put your stop loss above it. Your TP should just be where it came from, and boom. Another one step is this one. Another one is this one. See the impulse. It did this. All these ones are not perfect,
Yes.
but it's something into this is the impulse. It did this, and then it started like this is the retracement. This is the retracement. So you see what happened here. What happened in this case now is this. These are many types of setup. So you need to look out from it. What you should look out from after any impulsive move, just start looking out for the retracements, the accumulation in that. I better reduce that thing. Alpha, treasure. So after the whole impulsive move, what you should look out for now, after this whole impulsive move, that accumulation, if you observe what happened here, I have 3 minutes more. It respected resistance. This is the support, right? This is the support from this candle. This is the support.
It's valid support.
It respected support more than resistance. This is the resistance. Resistance started from this candle. You can even say resistance started from this candle, whichever one. If you draw your straight line, you see that market took out resistance severally. Market took out resistance severally, took it out like about 3, 4 times. I'm showing that it wants to actually go up. So when you see something like this, and just get back, it's like I just get back to this zone. Enter your trade anywhere from this zone, but it should be buys. The stop loss will be slightly above it. You can say, okay, you want to use your entry as this other block. That block here can be your entry. Oh, voila. But your main SL now should be the support or slightly under it. Your TP should be where it came from, the length of where it came from should be your TP. And boom. That should be about 3 trades in just one currency pair. This is silver. 3 trades. Most times I miss this trade because I'm not always active to look at it. But it's something that you can just be looking out for as an assignment. I can get all these simple strategy. Send it to me. I can even be posting it on my trading group. If you're actually like giving me value setup. You know, my students, they give me setup. I send it on the trading group, all this kind of thing. Read the assignments. Look for this strategy I taught you guys today. Our class is going to end very soon.
Okay.
Assignment to look for this strategy I taught you guys. Any currency pair. You can search any currency pair. Use ChatGPT to search all the currency pair. You should write down all the currency pair in your trading journal. They can be add them to your watch list on TradingView. Search any currency pair. Just find the strategy. I want to know if you guys actually understand it. Take a screenshot of it. Mark out where it came from. After you like mark out do something like this. Use your drawing.
Mm-hmm.
Use this part too. Use it to draw
Yes.
what you saw. Let's say you saw something like this. You saw that it respected support more than resistance. You draw it close to your setup and then just explain with the drawing. Show me your support. Show me your resistance. Show me your support. Show me your resistance. So I'll know which one you respected more in the case. I can use my and see, but I want to see that you know what you're doing. Support and resistance. You show me why you trade. You just indicate here is your support. I want to know if you guys know support. Indicate here is your support. Indicate here is your
Okay.
resistance. I want five different scenarios. It should not be mostly one. You can see different ones. You can see where it came from. You can see a scenario where it came from sell and then it continues selling. It's range, and then continue selling. I can see a scenario where it came from sell and then range, and bought. I see a scenario where it came from buying, range, continue buying. Or you can see a scenario where it came from buying, range, but it's not perfect, and sell. So whichever scenario you do for me, I want to see it. This scenario, this scenario, this scenario, this scenario. So do all the scenarios for me where it came from buying to buying, came from selling, so it came from buying to selling, came from selling to buying, came from selling to selling. All the scenarios, do it for me. So that is all for today.